Hello, welcome back to Extra. Something a little bit different in this video today. We're going to be taking a look at the new DCC Concepts Zen V12 Black Decoder. When it comes to DCC and decoders and anything automated, I know nothing about it, so if I could still wind my trains up with a key and put them on the track and let them go, then I would probably do that. However, this decoder has been sent over by David Jones, who knows that I'm no genius when it comes to DCC, so he sent one over to have a look at it. He said they're so simple to set up, and the press of basically one button, the whole thing's programmed into how it should run as a prototypical train. So let's get it out of the packet and have a look. Okay, so as you can see, what we got is, now I'm aware that these are a decoder that's compatible for both 8-pin and 21-pin. So we're going to be doing a Bachmann class 47 in this, which I know is a 21-pin decoder. So as I'm aware, that's pretty much I think the only part that I need, as this will be the plug and socket for the 8-pin. Pretty straightforward. That obviously clips into there, but we'll put that to the side as we're not using it. So I've already removed the blanking plate off of this, and that's that installed. Now, as I'm aware, I think these wires are for Stay Alive, which I hear good things about at the moment, so that might be something I might look down in the route of eventually, fit some Stay Alives to some of my short wheelbase locos. So what you do get with the decoder is this booklet thing, instruction manual and all the information, and it's recommended to have a good read through it. It may take you best part of a month of Sundays to probably read your way through that, and probably what's on the other side as well. Yeah, so perfect opportunity to disappear somewhere to get away from your wife and have a good read. Okay, so with the decoder fitted, what we're going to do is just get it up on the track and see how it performs with none of the CVs adjusted. So this is still currently in number 3, so let's have a look. So even just the factory settings runs relatively well. Okay, so now to give this particular locomotive some identity, we're going to program it into its individual running number, which is 47835, and so we'll give that the last running numbers of 835. Now this is quite new to me, this gauge master thing, so address, alright, 835, enter. Okay, so that's now, hoping, programmed in. So we're going to go into CV. Now it's CV, looking at the instruction manual, we're going to look at what we want to set this locomotive up to run as, so we're going to be doing, I suppose, a stopping passenger, as mainly the layout is focused around a station. So it's going to be CV25 and enter, which then comes up as data. So we want to change that to number 7, enter. It should be sending that, and that's it. That's apparently all I need to do. And this did actually take many attempts off camera to try and work out how to use the controller, but I think I've sussed it anyway. So we're going to now get it on the track and see how it performs. Okay, so Loco 8, 3, 5, enter, and it should now hopefully be ready to demonstrate on the main layout. So let's get up number 1. Let's go up to a little bit more speed. Let's go back the other way. Okay, so what we got, just to compare, is a Helgen Class 33, and this is nose fitted with a Lias decoder, which are budget decoders. So just to run that one on number 1. You know, it's relatively smooth, but again, you are going into CVs to get that running as a prototypical loco. Okay, so what we do is we've now got the locomotive down the far end of the layout. We're going to run it through at speed, bring it into a, sort of a typical station approach speed. So we're going up to speed steps 28, and as it nears the station, we'll wind that power down. So around about now, we'll take that down to 0. Okay, so taking a look at the decoder and my final thoughts and reviews on it. Would I recommend this as a beginner decoder? Yes, absolutely. The fact that you've got the ability to run it either as an 8-pin or the 21-pin, the information book for if you kind of want to learn more about it, everything that you need to know is in there. If it isn't, contact them at DCC Concepts and they'll soon talk you through anything that you're not familiar with. In terms of pricing, I did do a quick flick and find out exactly what they're worth, and you're looking at around about £25 to £30 for these type of decoders, which is pretty much in your typical decent decoder price bracket. Bearing in mind a lot of my fleet does run on cheaper budget Lias stuff, which is £10 to £12 per decoder. They're okay, they are what they are, they do the job, but they don't last very long, I have found. So as it goes, I will be, any new future locomotives, I will be using these, and as and when the existing fleet needs replacing, then I'll again look at doing these, just because of the simple setup that you get with it. Saves so much bother of trying to go into each individual CV and changing things like speed, steps, acceleration, deacceleration, that sort of thing. That's that. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm not quite sure where we're going to be. May look at towards doing some more to the river scene down the other end of the layout. It's been a while since I've actually done anything to it since the last video went out on this, but I shall be back soon with a layout video. For now, catch you later and see you soon. So just to compare, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring one of my other locos in, which is fitted possibly I think with a Lias decoder. I'm going to run that through at speed number 1. And as you can see, even at number 1 that runs, well, perfectly well. So I think we'd best find another loco that actually probably don't run as good. Okay, so for comparison, we've got 50033 Glorious. We're just going to run that through on volume, nope, on speed number 1. And again, sounds like that could do a bit of a service, I think. So we won't bother using that one either. What we'll do is program this one in. So program. We'll get there in a minute. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, okay, so with the hello, welcome back to Exeter and Lara. Just a little bit something different in this video. Going to be venturing down the route of DCC decoders, and this is an aspect that I don't know much about. So if you're quite novice in this thing, then it's worth staying tuned and just whatever you want to do. And I don't know. Okay, so what we can do is give this a test. Running as an express passenger train coming in at speed, so we're going to wind the speed up on the controller to, let's do it at 20, bring it through at about 30, and just as it's approaching we'll get the power down to 0 and see how long that takes just to come to a stop, which I think is quite reasonable. Shame it weren't in focus, wasn't it? Okay, so to finish up, I suppose do I recommend it? Yeah, I think I would. You know, as a basic decoder, which is simple, takes away the fear of not knowing how to set CVs and stuff like that. It's a pretty something. It's cost-wise, didn't really do my research on that part of it, but £25–30 I reckon. Should have probably done that bit first, really.